Lorenzo Musetti aims for first win post-injury at Toronto Canadian Masters. Lorenzo Musetti is set to make a comeback in Toronto, aiming for his first win since a recent injury setback. But here's where it gets controversial. Can he reclaim his form on surfaces that aren't his forte? Following a string of high-profile withdrawals from the Canadian Masters, Lorenzo Musetti enters this year's tournament as the third seed. The Italian, currently ranked world number 7, has had a remarkable first half of the season. He reached his first Masters final in Monte Carlo and made it to the semi-finals of the French Open, marking his joint best performance at a major. Additionally, he reached the quarterfinals at Wimbledon in 2024. Since January, he has secured 5 victories against top 10 players, including 2 against Alex de Minaur, and has also defeated Stefanos Tsitsipas, Holger Rune, and Alexander Zverev, all on clay courts. However, Musetti's recent form has been challenging. He had to withdraw from his semi-final match against Carlos Alcaraz at Roland Garros due to an injury to his upper left leg. After a couple of weeks of rest, he returned to Wimbledon, where he was unexpectedly eliminated in the first round by Nicolas Basilashvili. More recently, he lost his opening match in Washington to Cameron Norrie. After Paris, I had an injury that stopped me for a while, so it was not easy to recover from that. Musetti explained to reporters in Toronto, https://youtube.com/yets8gi to 382. The grass season, I didn't play many matches, and in Washington it was a tough match. I probably didn't play my best tennis. Musetti admits that grass courts are not his natural habitat. I think on this kind of surface, which is not, although he has had success on hard courts in the past, winning a 250 event in Napoli in 2022 and beating Matteo Berrettini in the final. He was a finalist at the Chengdu Open last September and made it to the 4th round of Indian Wells this year. I practiced for the first time here in Toronto, and I had nice feedback from the practice, he said about his current form. I'm happy to be here and really looking forward to starting this event. Musetti is optimistic about his chances in Toronto, especially with the absence of top players like Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, and Novak Djokovic. He has no points to defend, and he skipped the event last year due to the Summer Olympics. It was a tough decision, but it was the right one, he said about not playing in 2024. I came here to Toronto with a lot of motivation. 2 years ago, I had good feelings and good memories from that time. So hopefully it's going to be a great tournament. And this is the part most people miss. Musetti's journey from clay court specialist to a versatile player is a testament to his adaptability. But can he make Lorenzo Musetti's road to Turin? Can he join Jannik Sinner at ATP Finals? Lorenzo Musetti's journey to the Nitto ATP Finals in Turin is paved with clay, but the road ahead on hard courts is anything but straightforward. As he aims to join fellow Italian Jannik Sinner at this prestigious event, much hinges on his performance in the upcoming hard court season. Musetti has made a remarkable entry into the top 10 of the PIF ATP rankings this season, showcasing a captivating blend of Italian flair and powerful play. Despite his impressive achievements, he has often been overshadowed by his compatriot Sinner, who has garnered significant attention in the tennis community. However, Musetti has the potential to share the spotlight with the world number 1 in their home country this November at the Nitto ATP Finals. Currently, sitting at 6th place in the PIF ATP Live Race to Turin, Musetti is well positioned to secure his first appearance at this elite year-end tournament. Although he is still in pursuit of his first tour-level singles title since winning 2 in 2022, he has reached the semi-finals at Roland Garros and all 3 clay court ATP Masters 1000 events in Monte Carlo, Madrid, and Rome, including a notable runner-up finish in Monaco. His next challenge lies in accumulating points on the North American hard courts. Turin is definitely my biggest goal, Musetti shared with ATPTour.com. However, I want to avoid putting too much pressure on myself. We are only halfway through the season, and there are plenty of points still up for grabs. The North American swing offers many opportunities with 2 Masters 1000 events and the US Open. My aim is to maintain consistency and gather as many points as I can. The challenge for Musetti is clear. He has established himself as a contender for Turin by achieving a commendable 19-4 record on clay this season. However, his ability to remain in contention will depend on his performance on hard courts, where he currently holds a modest 6-5 record, as indicated by the Infosys ATP Win-Loss Index. Before transitioning to hard courts, Musetti faced a setback with an early exit at Wimbledon, where he lost in the first round to Nicolas Basilashvili after battling a virus just 2 days prior to the tournament. This illness hindered his ability to replicate his semi-final success from 2024 at the All England Club. I lost nearly 3 kilos, so I wasn't in optimal shape, Musetti explained. I was eager to compete, but I lacked the energy and strength to perform at my best. As he enters the hard court season, Musetti feels more physically prepared, although a recent defeat to Cameron Norrie in Washington has left him on a 3-match losing streak, dating back to his semi-final match against eventual champion Carlos Alcaraz at Roland Garros. Musetti's skillful playing style is ideally suited for clay, yet his decision to compete in Washington reflects his commitment to improving on hard courts. On these faster surfaces, he is still adapting to the increased pressure on his one-handed backhand, which can be both a formidable weapon and a reliable defense when executed well. When I connect with the ball and play effectively, I can hold my own in extended backhand exchanges. I don't see it as a disadvantage, he stated, while also acknowledging the challenges. On clay, you have a bit more time to defend and regain your position. On hard courts or grass, the ball comes at you faster, requiring quicker reactions. Particularly on returns, there are several disadvantages to playing a one-handed backhand. Musetti's longtime coach, Simone Tartarini, has been instrumental in helping him make these necessary adjustments. Tartarini has been with Musetti since he was 8 years old, guiding him both on and off the court to develop into the player he is today. Our relationship has evolved significantly over time, not just in terms of our connection, but also in our shared views on life, tennis, and many other topics, Musetti noted. We have matured together throughout this journey. Under Tartarini's guidance, Musetti achieved a career-high ranking of number 6 in the PIF ATP rankings this past June. If he can maintain his position among the top 8 in the PIF ATP race to Turin in the coming months, their partnership could shine on the grand stage of Italian tennis at the Nitto ATP Finals. As part of a burgeoning tennis scene in Italy, Musetti is one of 7 Italian players currently ranked in the ATP's top 50. The Italian Federation and tournament organizers have made significant investments in our tennis infrastructure, he remarked. We have a variety of opportunities available at every level, including futures, challengers, and ATP events, not to mention the ATP Finals and the prestigious Masters 1000 in Rome. This comprehensive support ensures that juniors and aspiring professional players have everything they need to succeed. The Federation is also investing in junior programs to provide the necessary financial resources for players. I believe these investments are starting to yield positive results.